I want to ask a question specifically around our members who are delivering infrastructure services at a local community level. So if we are looking to build more houses, that means that more infrastructure needs to go in to support those houses. And there's probably a bit of a concern there about the cost, the ongoing cost, the asset maintenance, etc. What's your view on all this and how it's going?
Look, very well put, David. And in relation to housing and infrastructure, the only time housing should come before infrastructure is in the dictionary.
Okay.
Normally,
Yep.
we've got to get the
Quite
infrastructure there. We've got to get the infrastructure, and then we can put the housing around it, because it's too late if we build a whole lot of houses and then suddenly realise we have to retrofit infrastructure.
Yeah.
So we've got to plan it in advance. Having said that, questions are, who pays for the infrastructure and when?
Yeah.
And we've got differences. I mean, the regions are. We need to continue building in the regions where there is a great capacity and wonderful appetite.
Yeah.
We also need to continue building greenfields around the Sydney area, but we need to increase the amount of infill that we're building. So when we talk about increasing infill, particularly on top of train stations and places like that, we're not saying that should be at the expense of greenfields or others. We're saying it should be in addition.
Yeah, okay. Do you think we're thinking longer term enough when it comes to infrastructure and housing?
Well, when it comes to infrastructure and housing, we do have to look long term. In the long term, we're going to have to address the serious shortages of skilled labour, skill supply, because to a certain extent, in the long term, and even now, there is a competition for skilled people between housing and infrastructure, and we need to take steps to make sure we can meet the demand of housing, infrastructure, and also the green energy sector, which is increasingly requiring skilled workers.